Hello children, this video class is an initiative of Shiv Jyoti Educational Group. I am Shavya Vyas and I gladly welcome you all to my class. Today we shall be doing chapter 10 Soils of India, and I request all of you to open your textbook page 68, and the topics covered in today's chapter would be the importance of soil, formation of soil, types of soil, alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil and mountain soil, and also soil erosion. Okay, so let us now start with the topic soil. What is soil, children? Soil is the uppermost fertile layer of the earth's crust or the earth's surface. The soil is a mixture of minerals. You find various minerals like aluminium, iron, copper in soil. So, soil is a mixture of minerals. Then you have living organisms. Living organisms include both plants and animals. So, the various living organisms found in soil are, you can find algae, bacteria, ants, worms and all the different kinds of insects in soil. And you can also find the dead remains of plants and animals. Dead remains of plants and animals. Okay. What happens is all these living organisms, when they die, they decay or decompose in the soil, that is, they become part of the soil. And the next thing that you find is, you can find water content in the soil as well as various gases. Some of the gases present in soil are nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. So, these are some of the gases present in soil. So, soil is a mixture of all these things. Now, let us come to importance of soil. What are the various importance of soil? 1 is food, walls of houses, 3 clothes and 4 agriculture. Now, let us come to food. Okay, as you can see here, these are plants and all plants grow in soil. Like for instance, in this picture you can see the plant, carrot plant growing in soil. And as we all know, all animals and humans, they depend on plants for their food. Okay, and where do plants grow? Plants grow in soil. Hence we can say that all living organisms depend on soil for food. Our next importance is walls of houses. In villages, you can find people using mud or soil to build walls of their houses. So, to build houses, they depend on soil. And the third importance is clothes. We make clothes from plants like cotton plant and jute plant. And where do these cotton and jute plants grow? They grow in soil, and hence we can say we depend on soil even for our clothes. And the fourth importance is agriculture. As we all know, majority of the Indian population, they depend on agriculture. So, agriculture is the main source of income for most of the Indians. And where do these crops grow? These crops which are part of agriculture, these crops are grown in soil, and hence in order to grow crops we depend on soil. So, agriculture is dependent on soil. So, we have now covered the importance of soil. Now, we shall proceed to formation of soil. As you can see, rain, flowing water and the roots of plants, they break down big rocks. Okay. So, rain, flowing water and the roots of plants, they break down big rocks into medium sized pebbles, and these medium sized pebbles are further broken down into soil. So this is how soil is formed, and Mother Nature has her own way to carry soil from one place to another. So some of the ways of carrying soil from one place to another is wind, rain, rivers. So these are the various factors that help in carrying soil from one place to another. For example, if I take the factor river, what happens is the Himalayan rivers, they carry alluvial soil or alluvium with them and carry it to the northern plains. So rivers, they help in carrying soil, fertile alluvial soil from the Himalayan region to the northern plains. So these are the different ways in which soil is carried to different places. Let us now come to the dead remains of plants and animals. So what you can see here, these are the dead remains of plants and animals. So what happens is, when these things, when they mix with soil, it makes the soil very fertile. So dead remains of plants and animals help in making the soil very fertile. Let us now talk about types of soil. Okay, different places in our country have different types of soil. And different types of soil are suitable for different types of crops. Therefore, we can find that in India there is a wide variety of crops. Okay, because different places have different soil, and different soil is suitable for the cultivation of different crops, and hence in India we can find wide variety of crops. You can find a variety of vegetables, variety of cereals, variety of pulses, variety of fruits, and this is the reason why in India we can find a wide variety of crops. Now let's come to the different types of soil. There are 6 main types of soil found in India. They are 1. Alluvial soil, 2. Black soil, 3. Red soil, 4. Laterite soil, 5. Desert soil, and 6. Mountain soil. So these are the 6 different types of soils. The first type of soil is alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is slightly brownish in color, and where is it found? Alluvial soil is found in the northern plains as well as in the coastal plains. So let us now talk about formation of alluvial soil. So these are your Himalayan mountains. So what happens is, the Himalayan rivers, when they flow to the northern plains, they bring with them alluvium or silt. So the Himalayan rivers, they bring with them alluvium or silt. Okay, and this alluvium or silt, these are deposited in the land surrounding the rivers. Okay, and this, because of this alluvium or silt, northern plains are one of the most fertile regions in the world. So alluvial soil in the northern plains make it one of the most fertile regions of the world. Most fertile region of the world. Okay, So, the alluvial soil present in the northern plains and the coastal plains, they are responsible for making them one of the most fertile regions of the world. Okay, and let us talk about the various crops that grow well in alluvial soil. So, some of the crops that grow well in alluvial soil are rice, wheat, sugarcane, pulses, oil seeds and jute. These are some of the plants that grow well in the alluvial soil. Our next type of soil is black soil. As the name suggests, black soil is blackish in color. And where is it found? It is found in parts of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So, these are the places where you can find black soil. And how is black soil formed? Black soil is formed from the lava that comes out of volcanoes. So, what you see here is the red colored lava. Lava is the liquid, very hot liquid that erupts or comes out during the volcano. So, how is the black soil formed? It is formed when this lava, when this very hot lava, when it cools down slowly and gradually, black soil is formed. As the lava cools down, it gets converted into black soil, and this black soil is very fertile. And let us now look at the crops that grow well in black soil. So, cotton and sugarcane are some of the crops that grow very well in black soil. Our next type of soil is red soil. As the name suggests, red soil is red in color. And why is it red in color? It is red in color because of the presence of iron content in the soil. And where is red soil found? Red soil is found in northeastern states, in the eastern part of our country and the southern part of our country. And as red soil, it is not as fertile as black soil, but if we mix manure to the red soil, it can prove as fertile as the black soil. And the crops that grow well in the red soil are jowar, bajra and groundnut. Now let us come to the laterite soil. Laterite soil is also red in color. Now a question may arise, how is laterite soil and red soil different? Because both red soil and laterite soil are red in color. Both laterite soil and red soil are red in color. And where is it found? It is found in the Western Ghats as well as in parts of Tamil Nadu. And the difference between red soil and laterite soil is in the content of moisture, that is nami. The presence of water in the laterite soil is different from the red soil, as well as the size of laterite soil is bigger than the size of the red soil. This is the main difference. And the type laterite soil is rich in aluminium and iron. Okay, and some of the crops that grow well in laterite soil are tea, coffee, rubber and coconut. So, the crops that grow well in laterite soil are tea, coffee, rubber and coconut. Let us now come to desert soil. So, where are desert soils found? Desert soil is found in parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay? And desert soil is made up of sand. And because it is made up of sand, it cannot hold much water, because of which it is rendered to be infertile soil. So, desert soil is infertile. Very few plants like cactus, kikar, babool, date palms, these are some of the few plants that grow in desert soil, otherwise it is considered an infertile soil. Let us now come to mountain soil. Where are mountain soils found? They are found in the Himalayan regions as well as in the northeastern part of our country. And mountain soil is rich in humus. What is humus? Humus is the dead remains of plants and animals. Humus is dead remains of plants and animals and the presence of humus in soil makes the soil very fertile. And why does humus make the soil very fertile? It is because of the presence of minerals in humus. So, because of the minerals found in humus, it makes the soil very fertile. These are some of the fruits that grow well in mountain soil. So, some of the fruits that grow well in mountain soil are apple, pear, peach and plum. So, children, I want you to open your text page 70. We shall now be doing the first internal question. I want you to open your text page 70. And the first question is, how does the presence of humus affect soil? So, your question is, how does the presence of humus affect soil? So, children, please open your textbook page 70, okay? And just above the mountain soil, I want you to write question 1. How does the presence of humus affect soil? So, the answer is, the minerals present in the humus make the soil very fertile. So, I want you to underline this answer. The minerals present in the humus make the soil very fertile. Our next topic is soil erosion. You have always learnt what is soil erosion. Soil erosion is the removal of the fertile top layer of the soil. So, what is soil erosion? Soil erosion is the removal of the fertile top layer of the soil, and soil erosion makes the soil infertile. And one of the causes of soil erosion is deforestation. So, deforestation is one of the main causes of soil erosion. And what is deforestation? Deforestation is the cutting down of trees in large numbers. Let us now come to the topic methods of preventing soil erosion. So, the first method is afforestation. Afforestation is the process of sowing seeds or planting trees in an area that does not have trees to create a forest. Okay. So, what they do is we plant new trees or put in more seeds so that more plants and trees are grown, and hence more trees and more plants, it leads to preventing soil erosion. Our next method is covering bare farmland with grass or dried vegetation. What is a bare farmland? Bare farmland means an empty farmland without any trees or plants or crops. Okay. So, in such a case what happens? We cover that empty farm with dried grass or dried plants. That way even if wind comes, it will not cause any soil erosion. These dried plants or grass, they protect the upper soil from flying away. Okay. And the next point is terrace farming in hills. What is terrace farming? Terrace farming is the method of growing crops on hillsides by cutting steps in the hills. As you can see here, these are the various number of steps that are being cut in the hill. This is a hill and these are the various steps. And where are the crops grown? Crops are grown here. Okay. So, this is another way of preventing soil erosion. Now, let us come to your internal question. We shall be doing the second internal question now. Your second internal question is question 2. What do you mean by terrace farming? Your second internal question is, what do you mean by terrace farming? For that, I want you to come to page 70, write question 2 here. What do you mean by terrace farming? And the answer is in the did you know box. What is the answer? Farmers also grow crops on hillsides. They do so by cutting steps in the hills. This is known as terrace or step farming. So, terrace farming is also called step farming. And the last method of preventing soil erosion is by building embankments along river banks. What are embankments? An embankment is a thick wall that is built to prevent water from river from flooding the area. So, what they do is, this is a river, they build a thick high wall on either sides of the river. So, what happens is, when the water level rises in the river, in these embankments, they prevent the river water from flooding the surrounding areas, and floods are one of the main causes of soil erosion. So, that way these embankments along the sides of the rivers, they prevent soil erosion. So, children, this concludes the explanation part of the chapter. We shall meet again in our next class. Till then, take care and bye.